What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Pac-Man World. In the last episode, basically, we ended it off here. We did the first two episodes. We did the first two levels of this world, and now we're gonna do the last bit. So if you can take a look here, you can see the letter P, and you're probably also wondering why. Why did I restart the level? Let's just say I died at the end of the level, and yeah, like that happened. But also, like, I missed a secret as well when I completed the level by accident. So I'd rather, just give you the one take Timmy version of this, because then we will be here for like 40 minutes, and I don't want to waste all time since it is also Christmas Eve today. So I just want to dive right into like the topic right now. There's going to be a controversial thing I'm going to be talking about in this episode, so if you feel like it's something you don't want to hear about, I probably would just suggest that you mute this video and just watch the gameplay. But I'll only be talking about it briefly, so just to keep it in the scope of practicing a little bit away, keep things professional. I also want to share some of my take on the matter, and just I think we know where this is going, because when I just released the last video of the repack version of this game, I discovered. Oh, by the way, make sure you butt bounce perfectly up onto this platform right here. If you do not, you are going to miss out on getting the letter C for this level. You don't want that. And by all means on this, now I want to just dive right in and not BS my way around this, because I'm not someone who likes to beat around the bush. I just get right into the topic bluntly, and I'm just someone who's transparent with things, and I'd rather just, get things out of the way and rip the band-aid off, alright? So, when I released the video on Friday, I discovered the news that as of December 19th, 2025, most of the Epstein files have been released. And, I think that's like a freaking, like, holy crap. Like, that's a day in history, like, that's gonna go in the history books, literally. Like, finally, we're gonna get the case done, like, hopefully within the week. I assume. Like, I think usually cases get done within a day, but for a case like this, I feel like it's gonna be something that's gonna take a bit of a week, since there's like about almost, and I want to say, I quote, from what I've heard from someone, about 300 gigabytes worth of this case. And that is a lot, buddy. Like, what the actual, like, I don't know. Sorry, like, I'm not trying to react too crazily about it, because I'm not someone who, I do react crazily about things, but like, and especially for this case, like, yes, I think it is more than appropriate to be like, oh my gosh. But like, I want to take a step back and just straight up say, like, my opinion on the whole situation and matter and how it's being handled. I don't think it's being handled well. In fact, I think it needs to be better handled, as the current situation right now, it seems to be a lot of contradictions and things like that in terms of like how the situation is being handled and whatnot. And I understand, like, it's like probably a lot of work, but at the same time, you have a lot of people on the case, and in my opinion, not enough. We do have a tremendous amount of people, but not enough, in my opinion. I think there should be more people on the case. But for a case like this, I think personally, like, it really needs to be better handled, and it's not something that should just be all willy-nilly and all like, it's just a case. No, this is something that affects a lot of people mentally, physically, and emotionally, and I don't think it's something that should be taken quite lightly, in my opinion. It really isn't something that should be taken quite lightly. And to be quite frank on this, it's not, it really is something that should, should be looked upon. very seriously. And I don't want to ruin the mood too much since it is Christmas, and I didn't want to, like, you know, kill your mood if you are in a jolly mood and you're like, oh shoot, a YouTube video, let me watch this quickly. I have 20 minutes out of my day or something like that. Like, I'm not trying to ruin your mood for the rest of the video. So like I said, this was gonna be brief, and I just want to at least make it aware to people that if you don't know about the current situation right now with the U.S., like, this is a case that's affecting, like, honestly, is affecting, like, pretty much the entire world in a way. But in a sense, this is something that's really important that shouldn't be taken too lightly, and I think I should make this situation aware, at least, to at least give you some outtake on it. If you want to access the files, I'm pretty sure you can look it up right now. Although, unfortunately, things that are being redacted right now, and I understand, like, the victims, you know, the people that got affected and whatnot, like, I get that should be redacted, but in terms of, like, who did the actual, like, affecting and did the actual situations or some stuff that should be, like, uncensored is being censored. Like I said, I don't want to get into it too much, but I just want to at least, you know, share with you guys, like, hey, it's out as of December 19th of 2025. It's actually crazy that it's been 5 days since this happened, and yet it's like, well, like I said, I'm not going to get into it too much. I don't want to get overly passionate about this, because then this will last an entire hour. And, yeah, like I said, I have a lot to say about the situation, and moving things forward, there are other topics to talk about, and I am not diminishing or making this situation less meaningful by any means. I really am not. This situation, I can't believe I died there. But I'm not, you know, I'm not belittling this situation at all. I just don't want to ruin anybody's mood here on Christmas. So, moving things along now, I do want to say that, like, the greed and power and stuff like that with humans, in terms of companies, has really affected the gaming industry quite a bit. In fact, it's the gaming atmosphere has been extremely affected, like, so badly that there is a platform that is literally limiting hours to play on your games. The games that you bought yourselves, that you are now paying subscriptions for, that you now have to pay for the amount of hours to be able to do said, you know, I don't know, like, to be able to do said situation, like, to be able to play these games that you purchased. I think it's just horrendously disgusting. I think it's really stupid, in my opinion. And it's something that shouldn't be, like, I don't know, like, just, it needs to be better handled. Like, as consumers, we really need to fight back. We really do. We really need to fight back on the situation, because I don't think we're fighting strong enough. So I urge you guys to fight back on this, because we basically let them we've let companies get to this point where we straight up just, I don't know. If you want to check out Ricada's video, or yourself or something like that, that's literally his name. And I would just take a look at the situation yourself. And yeah, I don't know. He'll have a lot more things and a lot more passion to say about this. Also on another topic, completely unrelated note, but it's in the same topic spectrum of this video, which I'm trying to get at, is in this day and age, we've reached the point in the gaming industry where things are just very disappointing left and right, and it's just aggravating, in my opinion, that I have to even talk about this or even have to bring this up. But since it is brought aware to my attention, I might as well at least, you know, share my opinion on it, because I think we're really, like, really, Mario Kart World on the Nintendo Switch 2 bundled, like, in a deal which one of the most stupidest deals on the planet, if I have to ask, really ask anybody. It really is. Or really answer anybody. But it is the stupidest deal to make and the stupidest deal to have. And so, with that said, Nintendo's basically taken it away. As I kind of predicted, I don't think I've ever said it out loud. If I have, then I gotta predict it. I guess, I don't know. I predicted it, I kind of saw it coming, and they're definitely and I definitely see this, happening more often. It's on them. They want to take away the deals and stuff like that. I can definitely see that happening. I can definitely see, they're like, well, I mean, they're buying the game, they're buying the bundle, but might as well buy the game at full price like this. If they're buying it still, they're basically killing their own game in a way. And it's very sad because a game that took 10 years to make, you would think they would treat it a little bit with more a little bit more respect, and at least try to save it, and try to, see eye to eye on what the consumers want. But it's, really hard to defend Nintendo right now. It really is. I'm someone who's very neutral to the situation, personally, and I do have my own principle that, by the way, I will show this attempt again because, personally, in my opinion, I think me attempting to do this bonus section, I definitely do think I would have counted it as 100%, but I don't think we exactly registered that. Not that it is required to 100% the game, unless I'm wrong, but so far it doesn't really affect the percentage of this game of how much I complete, as I'm trying to 100% complete this game right now. And, yeah, that's just basically, that's your basically whole spaghetti of me trying to relate to the gameplay and relate to the topic at hand that I'm trying to talk about here. Really, I do have a lot to say on the situation and on the matter. I'm someone who's very neutral and very, just... there you go, see, and I got the live, and that should have been 100%, but I didn't exactly quite get it, so, that's gonna happen. And, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's that, I don't know. So, yeah, with Nintendo doing this themselves, I can't help but wonder, it's as someone who's just very neutral to the situation, as I said myself, and I do have my own principle of not buying the Switch 2 for my own reasons, it's Nintendo, you're not making your case any better by taking away this deal. In fact, if this is you saying oh yeah, prices are gonna skyrocket and there's gonna be other deals like this that's not gonna be as great, I feel so I feel so much pity for you guys. I really do, but I don't. I also don't at the same time. Do I see a situation where they could release a better deal in the future? As I said before, it probably might not happen. I am going to be completely transparent and honest with you. I don't think there's going to be a chance of it ever happening. And I think, yeah, I don't know, being completely transparently honest with you guys, things are just not going to get better. So, I want to just stop talking about it for right now. Maybe talking about it in the next video, because I do want to draw your attention to this level, as it is a reference to another game. So, I want to reiterate this as best as I can. This level took me an hour and a half worth of attempts. So many attempts that I decided that I had to basically an hour and a half by the way. I basically reset the game and this is my final attempt. Let's just put it that way. This level is extremely hard for me to do just straight up like all the way through without dying at all, and you're going to see why. It's a great concept, good level in a way, if it weren't for so much for the enemy spam, and that can happen. By the way, there's also a 50-50 chance of you not getting the checkpoint as well. Just to want to make that clear as well. No, like really, there is like a 50-50 chance that you may not get the checkpoint. It is a high chance of that happening. Like really, it's a really high chance. So this boss took me a total of an hour and a half worth of tries. And I'm going to basically talk you through the boss, so that way you don't have to take an hour and a half, hopefully, and probably take less time. But honestly, here's what I did. Press the square and circle buttons alternatively with 2 fingers. That's how you're going to button mash yourself through this battle. It is extreme that you do this strategically. Go for one of the outer eyes on King Galaxian. This is King Galaxian. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but yeah, King Galaxian. He's extremely hard, and there's a lot of enemy spam, and there's a lot of bull going on. As you can see, I just got hit there because I wasn't, alert enough to, like, see that happen. You want to get the outer side of the eye. If you don't get the outer eye in the first 2 phases, you're going to kind of pretty much be screwed for the rest of the battle. Because the rest of the battle is going to be a lot easier if you don't have to constantly aim for the outer eyes. And I'm telling you this, like, straight up, like, that is the case. That is straight up the case. And, yeah, as you can see, like, I'm kind of maneuvering myself around. Maneuver yourself in a circle, and then if you see, like, you can see a threat where you can't exactly dodge left or right away, like, you can at least go back and actually, like, move diagonally. It is a possible thing to do. And, yeah. Now this is where you just want to aim for any eye. If you get the right side of the, like, if you get his left eye, that's fine. That's actually kind of preferable in a way. If you get his right eye instead, you're not that screwed either, because it's really in a matter of just enduring his hits and just enduring to be able to dodge. And like I said, make sure you alternatively pressing the square and the circle button constantly, because like it is something that you're going to need to do in terms of like if you're playing the PS1 version of this game. Pressing alternatively is going to be your best friend. Button mashing through this, like on one button completely, is utter garbage in my opinion. It really is. Thankfully in the remake, they make this fight a bit easier to handle. It's still hard, but it's not as, gripingly difficult. And at least this boss isn't as bad as Enemies Rex, because this boss is literally, like, almost... In a way, like, it is fun, but it was also frustrating. So once I defeated him, I was like, yes! Coda! I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but you know where I was going with that. And, yeah. So there's that in a nutshell. That boss was extremely difficult for me to do, and I just hope that hopefully, like, with this tutorial in a way, like, you know how to defeat the boss in a good way and still enjoy it. And yeah, moving forward, like I said, I'm going to be doing entire worlds worth of videos. So they're not going to be in parts anymore. I think it'd be better if I did that, so that way I will have a longer amount of time to talk about certain things, since a lot of things have been happening recently. And as I said, like, I briefly summarized it. I don't want to repeat it back again, since I want to at least end it off on a better note in a way. I do plan on the plan is to stream tomorrow. I'm going to try to. It's gonna be in the morning, and hopefully you guys can make it. It's gonna be on Kick, so I'll link you guys there on this video, so that way you can find me on Kick and join me there. I'm gonna see what anybody wants to play. If nobody shows up, then I'm probably just not gonna stream at all, and that's probably better. Then I can actually just focus on making more content for you guys, because I do have to like get myself set up for the next LP, since we're pretty much already halfway through the game now. And yeah, I don't know. I think this game so far, like, yeah, this game is enjoyable to a certain degree, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm enjoying it personally to some point, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I needed to say for this video. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot more to talk about within the next 2 days. Alright, Pac-Man, I know, I'll wrap it up. Jeez Lou, I know you got a family to save. I'm just trying to talk to the audience here. My god. Alright, anyways. For real though, what the heck, bro? I didn't even know that was an animation, like, in the first place. That has to be rare. He's just like, hey, are we gonna get things moving? It's like, okay, jeez. But anyways, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and yeah, hope to see you guys in the next episode, and yeah, see you guys very soon. Peace. Oh yeah, don't forget to shine bright and stay bright.